Hi. So as an example, imagine this scenario. You're working on a project where transform kind of moves in a smooth circle motion. And that seems to be working all right, no problems. Although after some time you notice there's a bit of a jitter. It should be straightforward to debug. You're thinking, it shouldn't be anything big. But it really is. It's actually quite difficult to find why this is happening, and you're attaching debugger, you're trying to work it out, it just doesn't work. So ideally you would have a way of actually seeing those changes, maybe frame by frame basis, just to see what's actually happening. So I've been having the same issue, and I've actually spent some time to build a little proof of concept, and it does exactly that. So what we can do now is we can have a look at the panel. We've got tracked objects in here. So let's say we're interested in tracked object 1, which is exactly this one. So yeah, tracked object 1, and I can see straight away what changes are being made to it. So I can see set rotation, axis rotator object, so I can click, that's the instance that's making the changes, and that's the script, and it's also update rotation method. So if I just bring it up, I can see the update rotation method, and I can see that it does just some stuff with rotation, so probably not an issue in that instance. The position is quite likely the issue. So what we have in here on the right side is we've got modifiers. So what objects in that frames we're actually modifying that object. So we've got circle motion mover, and we've got axis rotator object update rotation. So that's what we've just seen. Probably not anything in here is causing that. So let's just go more frames. And on more frames, we can actually see there's frustrating disruptor 1 and 2. So that is quite likely what's causing our issues. So I'm just going to go and see if I can find it. So I've got it in here, and I can straight away see that, the values as they should be, they should just slightly grow, like on this side. But this is just changing it quite a lot, so it looks like a problem. But what I can do, in most cases, it's not that obvious. So what you can do with this one is you can just click on the position, and you can see that the actual object changes to the state that it should have at this change. So you can quickly confirm that, yeah, if I do this, and if I go to the bottom and back, I can see that this is quite likely going to cause this jitter. So even better, I want to just isolate it and make sure it's actually that. Obviously I can change it in code, but what you can do with the two as well, you can just disable those changes. So let's say for those two disruptors, I just don't want them changes at all, and I just run it again, and that's that really. So it does the circular motion. It does rotate as it should, and there's no problem with the jitter. I can just re-enable the one of the objects, and I can see that, yeah, from time to time again it will just do that. So yep, so we're just gonna change, and we're just gonna disable that, and that's that really. So I know what's causing the issue. I can preview that, and I can actually see which method is doing that. So hopefully this means, it's much easier for you guys to understand what's happening. Setup wise, it's very straightforward. There's absolutely no code change needed. You simply import the tool, and it will use intermediate language weaving to capture that data. So this did help me quite a few times. I've been using a variation of this tool really on my project. But what I'm wondering is if that's an issue for any other Unity developers out there, and if it is an issue, if that kind of approach to it would be helpful. Thanks.